Hey there, YouTube fan. Hey, get ready for a spine. Chilling ride as we dive into the top 15 creepiest careers out there. These jobs will make your skin crawl and send shivers down your spine. So buckle up and let's get started. But before we get into it, I want to remind you to head over to recruitment.com to find amazing job opportunities. We've got a range of positions available, and you don't want to miss out on your dream job, right? So make sure to check out recruitment.com after watching this video. Coming in at number 15, we have the bomb technician. These brave souls are the first ones on the scene when there's a bomb threat. Talk about a high-pressure job. They risk their lives to investigate whether there's an actual explosive device or just a hoax. And after detecting and identifying those deadly devices, they have to deactivate and dispose of them safely. It's like playing real-life Minesweeper, but with much higher stakes. These technicians are the true heroes. And they even train other technicians once they've gained enough experience. Kudos to them! Next up, we have the crab fishermen. Now, we all love some delicious king crab dishes. But do you know what goes on behind the scenes? These brave souls navigate treacherous Alaskan waters to catch those crabs. It's a dangerous job. With 37 fatalities between 2003 and 2009 alone. These guys risk their lives battling rough seas, getting tangled in 800-pound steel cages called crab pots, and even dealing with hypothermia. So, next time you enjoy some crab legs, remember the fearless fishermen who brought them to your plate? Hold onto your seats, folks, because we're about to enter the world of crime scene cleaners. These brave souls are the ones who clean up the aftermath of violent crimes. We're talking about body tissue. We're talking about body tissue, bone fragments, blood, and other bodily fluids. It's not a job for the faint of heart or the weak of stomach. These cleaners are exposed to gruesome sights and smells on a regular basis. And not to mention the risk of diseases like hepatitis and AIDS. They have to show compassion to the loved ones at the scene while dealing with the physical and psychological demands of the job. Tragedies don't wait for a convenient time, so these cleaners often work late nights, early mornings, weekends and holidays. Weekends and holidays. Talk about a dirty job. Now, let's crawl into the world of entomologists. These bug enthusiasts spend their days studying insects. Ants, beetles, cockroaches, dragonflies, you name it. They're basically best friends with the creepy crawlies that most people avoid. But here's the twist. Some of these bugs play important roles in our environment. They pollinate flowers and protect crops. So while we're busy squishing them, these entomologists are out there saving the day. Plus, their work can help prevent the spread of diseases, develop new medications, and even provide crime. Solving clues. Bugs, beware! The entomologists are on the case. Now it's time to meet the epidemiologists. When there's a disease outbreak, these disease detectives swing into action. They're like the Sherlock Holmes of the medical world, trying to understand why the outbreak is happening, how to help those affected, and how to help those affected, and how to stop it from spreading further. They crunch numbers, collect samples, and examine tissues. Definitely not a job for the squeamish. These professionals put themselves at risk of contracting illnesses, so they're all about safety precautions like masks and gloves. They work for government agencies, hospitals, and colleges, making sure we're safe from the next big outbreak. Get ready to enter the dark side of the human mind with forensic psychologists. If you're a fan of true crime books and shows, you've probably wondered what makes criminals tick. Well, these psychologists are on a mission to find out. They study the facts of a crime and dive deep into the minds of criminals. They make recommendations for sentencing, assess the mental fitness of suspects, and even help crime victims overcome their trauma. It's like stepping into an episode of Criminal Minds. These mind detectives are here to solve the mystery behind criminal behavior. We're halfway through our creepy career countdown. Now it's time to meet the herpetologists. These brave souls work with the creepy crawlies that slither and crawl. Yeah, amphibians and reptiles. We're talking snakes, lizards, crocodiles, frogs, and newts. They study the anatomy, behavior, genetics, and reproductive practices of these creatures. And they're not afraid to get down and dirty in their natural habitats. From disease to pollution, These herpetologists face it all to protect our scaly friends. When they're not in the field, they're analyzing specimens, teaching the next generation of herpetologists, and running educational programs. They're the reptile rock stars. Now, let's step into the lab with the medical laboratory technologists. These heroes play a crucial role in identifying patient illnesses like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Like handle teas and heart disease. They handle tissue, blood, and urine samples to provide doctors with vital data for effective treatments. But here's the catch. They're putting themselves at risk of contracting those very illnesses. They're trying to detect safety first. Folks, these technologists wear masks, goggles, and gloves to stay safe while saving lives. They work long hours on their feet, analyzing samples and keeping our health in check. Time to meet the pathologists, the doctors who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. These professionals examine tissues, bodily fluids, cells, and organs to diagnose illnesses. They're like medical detectives, solving the mystery of diseases. They advise doctors on the best treatments, perform autopsies to find the cause of death, and even test the effectiveness of treatments. These pathologists are the unsung heroes behind the scenes, working to keep us healthy and find answers even in the darkest moments. It's a dirty job, but someone's gotta do it! Next on our creepy career list is the phlebotomist. If you can't stand the sight of blood, look away now. These brave souls work with blood every single day. They take samples for medical tests and transfusions. But it's not just about sticking a needle in someone's arm. They have to calm down nervous patients, explain the process, and help those who have adverse reactions. It's all about communication and saving lives, one drop at a time. Whether they're working in hospitals, clinics, or blood donation centers, these phlebotomists are the unsung heroes of the medical world. Dive into the depths with the police divers. While diving can be a fun recreational activity, these divers have a much darker mission. They search for the bodies of those who have committed suicide, been murdered, or drowned accidentally. Drowned accidentally! It's like exploring the underwater world of crime scenes. These divers are looking for evidence, from murder weapons to objects related to drug smuggling or terrorism. It's not just the gruesome results that make this job chilling. The conditions they work in are less than ideal. Murky and contaminated water, strict safety protocols, and the constant risk of danger. These divers are true underwater heroes. Let's step into the psychiatric ward with the psychiatric ward attendants. These compassionate professionals help those in psychiatric facilities with their daily needs. They give medication, assist with personal care, serve meals, and even organize recreational activities. But here's the twist. Psychiatric patients can have a difficult time controlling themselves, which can lead to violent outbursts. Ward attendants may face being bitten or even having urine or feces thrown at them. It's a demanding job that requires both compassion and a strong stomach. These attendants work tirelessly to support patients and ensure their well-being, even in the face of challenging situations. Hold on tight because we're about to climb to new heights with the steeplejacks. If you have acrophobia or vertigo, you might want to skip this one. These fearless individuals spend their days on top of tall buildings, performing restoration work and inspections. They use high ladders, scaffolds, and platforms to reach the dizzying heights required for their job. They're like human spiders, crawling up those structures to install lighting, touch up paint, and replace roof glass. And they're not just hanging out, they report any damages and provide solutions for fixing them. Talk about working on top of the world! Next up, we have the taxidermists. Now, working with animals can be rewarding, but most people prefer them to be alive. Not taxidermists. These artists have a unique talent for preserving mammals, fish, and birds. They tan stuff and retouch these creatures to make them look as lifelike as possible. It's like artistry meets natural history. And when they're done, they mount these animals for display. But taxidermy isn't just about artistic skill. It's a business too. These professionals need to market their services and build relationships with clients. And depending on where they live, they might even need licenses. So, if you've ever seen a stuffed animal and marveled at its realism, you have taxidermists to thank. Last but not least, we have the toxicologists. These brave souls delve into the world of bodily fluids to detect the presence of substances or chemicals in someone's body. They're like scientific detectives, determining if alcohol, drugs, metals, or poisons are involved in a crime. They perform tests, document their findings, and explain the results. But that's not all. They also work in environmental contamination, help sports teams with drug testing, and assist with various research projects. Whether they're in a lab, a government agency, or a pharmaceutical company. These toxicologists are the unsung heroes, keeping us safe from dangerous substances. And that wraps up our list of the top 15 creepiest careers out there. From bomb technicians to taxidermists, these professionals face fears and challenges every day. They're the ones who keep us safe, uncover the truth, and preserve the past. So next time you think your job is tough, just remember the spooky and downright eerie careers that exist in the world. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring the unknown. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join our creepy career community. Until next time, stay spooky, my friends!